What up, Pathos? It's nice to have you here.
Working.
Hello?
It's working.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
It's working.
We're going to take advantage of this. Yo, hey, thanks everyone for your patience with us. Thank you, Olivia, our amazing tech and producer, for making this happen. We've all learned a lot about technology this year. Let's move on to the show. Lost and Found Day is the first holiday that we are going to celebrate tonight. I am sure that everybody has lost an object at some point in their life. Let's keep this light. Let's not make it too serious, but I want to hear about an object that you've lost any time in your life that you remember. If it was a special object, you probably remember it. So thank you, everyone in the chat, by the way, for helping us out. Pathos, Rocco, and You Wish You Knew. We really appreciate that. All right, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this in alphabetical order. Because we got 7 players, keep your descriptions on the shorter side because the game is going to take more time. So starting with you, Audra, I need to hear about an object you've lost. Go ahead and let us know what it is.
Okay. I used to live in Dallas, and I was at a New Year's Eve party at a club, and it was cold out, so I had a coat on. I took the coat off at some point in the night. I had my keys in the pocket to like get into my car, get into my house. I left for the night. I put my coat on, got in the cab, got home, put my hand in my pocket. My keys weren't there. So I was locked out of my house. And then I was calling the club the next day, and I was like, did you find any keys? And they're like, no. I called my, I had a Honda at the time. I called them and I was like, can you send me another key? And they were like, yeah, it's $300. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, my keys are just gone. This sucks. And then like 2 weeks later, they called me, and somebody just randomly found the keys like in the cushions of the couch. And I'd like gone back to the club and even looked for them. And they called me, and I got my keys back.
What was the club called? Mine mailed.
I honestly don't remember. It was kind of like one of those like shishi Dallas clubs that was like doing a New Year's party where they dropped the balloons on you at midnight. And
nice.
Club, babe.
Gosh, was it Club Purgatory? That one always had commercials in Dallas.
Club Purgatory.
It sounds like
Club Purgatory with all the unbaptized babies.
It sounds like a place an action sequence happens in a movie from the late 90s.
John Wick 4.
Yeah. Okay, coming up next, Emmy. What's something that you've lost over the years and lost?
I actually had a good story for this. What's my favorite movie? Does anyone know? It's Lord of the Rings.
Amelie.
We're not friends. Y'all should all know that.
Yeah, I remember that. We watched it together in quarantine.
Yeah, exactly. And I knew all the parts. I can recite it. So I have the extended editions. Obviously, I got them the day like they were available when I was a kid. It was like Christmas. Every Christmas I got them. And I've had them forever, even though I don't have a DVD player anymore. But and I remember I once went on this like kind of like bus trip with some people on like a Greyhound bus, and they have a DVD player, so people brought movies to watch the movies. And I brought my Lord of the Rings movies, and I was missing my Lord of the Rings Return of the King, the second disc, for forever. And I was like, I must have left it on that bus. Like, where else would it have gone? I can't find it. It's my favorite movie. I'm really upset. A year later, I went on the same bus trip because it was an annual thing. They hired the exact same bus, and you know what I found on top of the bus DVD player? A fucking DVD. It was like amazing. It was the most amazing thing ever.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Both of y'all have stories of things returning to you in a very serendipitous manner. Does Jason, I'm wondering, do you have a story of something that feels like a more tragic loss?
Yes. I lost a blue iPod Nano, and I lost it. I don't know where I never found it, but I wish I had it because I had a lot of underground music on there that I ripped off, like from Napster, or I don't know what it was. I used to like to keep my music separate from my phone, and I did that pretty late. Like people would have like an iPhone 3 and a 4, and like, hey, we can put everything on one phone. I had it. I like things separate, and I just lost this Nano, and I cannot find it. And I bought it because I lost my original iPod. So I lost that one too. But the Nano meant something more to me. It was a little smaller. It had all the songs that I just needed. Not the songs I wanted, but the songs I needed. And I don't know what songs are on there. It was 10 years ago. And that's what I lost.
That's real, dude. That's real.
Songs that hold
Yeah.
20 or 10?
22 songs it holds.
Do you remember one of the songs that was on that blue Nano?
No, I don't. I wish I did.
Can I tell you a horrible secret about myself? I have behind this curtain, there's an iPod, and that is actually how I listen to music. All my music is still on an iPod, and my Spotify numbers are all instrumental because I only listen to instrumental stuff online for work.
Whoa.
That's true.
Well,
I learned something new about that.
That's
I'm
not
old.
shameful. That's retro.
It's
and
retro.
weird that
It's just
retro.
never wanting to learn how to use new things.
Makes it
All right, Julia, what did you lose?
Oh my gosh. This is rather recent and still a mystery. I moved from Austin to LA in August and brought everything with me, every little bit of clothing I can think of from middle school even. And I've been here and it's starting to get cold and I'm looking for all my coats and I can't find a one coat. I had at least 3 or 4 coats, like winter, like 2 pea coats and a denim coat and a like winter, and they're nowhere to be found. And I have no idea if they're still in Austin. If you see at least 3 coats, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I think about them every day. At least once a day, I say, where are those coats? And I still don't know. And
That's
I love
heartbreaking.
them. Yeah.
Losing
and
a
they're
good
cute.
coat or good jacket is hard because those aren't like on the rack everywhere.
No, they're like, you like wait years to find them and then you acquire them and you're like, yeah.
Julia, I feel like that's a character for you. Like some lady, glamorous lady going, where are my coats?
Where's that goddamn coat?
Yeah.
That's literally what I'm doing every day. I think about it once a day. Mostly at 3 a.m. at night, I'll be on my pillow and I'm like,
Where are my coats?
Where are my coats?
Right, what you know. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Lisa, what have you lost?
Do you want something that came back to me or didn't come back to me?
Your call. It doesn't really affect the game.
Okay. So years ago, I had these favorite earrings. They were little like drop things that were square and had little fake jewels in them, and they looked really good on my face frame, and I loved them. And I lost one of them at the Hunnicut Theater, and it was gone for years, literally for like 2 or 3 years. But I really loved those earrings, so I had kept the other one, so that just in case I ever saw any that were like that, I might buy them. And then one day, a couple of years later, I'm looking up and there's like a chandelier in the hallway in the Hunnicut Theater, and that motherfucking earring is attached to that chandelier. I have no idea how that happened. So I crawled up there and I got that earring down and went into the bathroom because I needed to use the bathroom and immediately dropped it in the toilet.
Oh my God.
No.
Did you put your hand down there?
No, I did not. No, I
From
did
chandelier to
not.
toilet. What a
Oh
story.
my God.
So sad.
That was like a story of redemption and then tragedy.
That had an art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a story. That had beats.
Hey, if you love something, set it free.
In the toilet.
Set it
Put it in
pee.
the toilet.
And if it comes back to you,
Flush it.
whatever flush it.
Flush it.
Matt, what did you have to flush?
Oh God, you shouldn't have saved me for last or almost last. I can't. I've been
Your
thinking
penultimate.
penultimate. That means you're like.
Second to last.
I thought it meant that you're like on a show with Penn Teller,
And it's
Penn Jillette.
ultimate.
Ultimate frisbee.
No, I cannot think of a good losing something. The best thing I could come up with was I also lost an iPod roughly 10 years ago and never found it. There's not really a story to it other than I was probably about 21, 22 and hanging out with other very gross 21 and 22-year-old men, and I think I just lost it in their couch and I never found it. And they're kind of
Someone's using it right now.
they're kind of the shitty kind of guys that if they did find it might not even have told me. So, but no, I also moved like 2 months ago, and I've lost a lot of little things. Like I have some Bluetooth headphones that I wear while jogging, and I can't find the charger for those. There's something else. Anyways, not a lot of great stuff, which I guess really just means that I keep track of everything and I don't lose it.
Well, we're all very impressed by that, but I'm going to go ahead and put charger for Bluetooth headphones down as your item.
Okay.
That felt so dry. I was trying to make a joke about how I'm impressed you don't lose things, but Morgan, what have you lost?
So mine, it came back to me, but it's not as dramatic as the earring. But so I went to France with my sister, and my bag came out, and this other person grabbed it and starts leaving the airport. And I run up to I'm in France, and I run up to the information desk, and I'm like, that person's stealing my bag. And the guy's like, you go get it. Like, he was stealing that shit. And I was like, okay. So then I go chase after this person, and then it just happens to be the exact same bag. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. And then I'm outside the airport.
Oh no.
And I'm outside that place where I can't, like the point of no return in the airport. So I just wait for someone else to come out, and I run back in. And then
get arrested?
No, I wasn't. They remembered me. It was the same guy. And I was like, it wasn't my bag. And then there was my real bag still spinning around.
I want this adapted into a Netflix show. Emily and Paris style.
And it's like a meet cute.
Morgan in Paris.
It was so stressful. And then my sister was just literally on her phone the entire time, not helping at all. I stayed in there and got my real bag.
Like, Morgan, that's not your bag.
God, this is really annoying.
Well, I think y'all might already know where this is going, but we're going to help each other out here for Lost and Found Day, because for every lost, there ought to be a found. I know that some of you did find your items, and like I said, it doesn't really impact the game, because why don't you deserve 2 of that item? You do. So we're going to go ahead and each get each other's back on one of these. So listen closely, because this is what you need to go get in the next 2 minutes. All right. Audra, you need to go ahead and get Emmy's second disc of Return of the King that was left on a bus. Emmy, if you could go ahead and get Jason his blue iPad Nano with a lot of underground music from Napster on it. Jason, if you could find Julia at least 3 winter coats, of which she is aware there are 2 pea coats and 1 a denim coat. Julia, I need you to grab Lisa's square drop jewel earring that frames her face well and was last seen in the toilet at Hideout. Lisa, I need you to go ahead and grab Matt that charger for his Bluetooth headphones. Matt, I need you to go get almost arrested in Paris bag for Morgan. And Morgan, full circle here, I need you to get that $300 Honda replacement key. Okay, so y'all each have $200. I mean, no, you don't. I'm sorry. You each have.
Whoa!
I was looking at the $300 when I said this. You each have 2 minutes.
Where did we get that budget from?
We got to work it out with ColdTowne on the back end.
Adam has been skimming off of those donation money.
That's right. I'll send the receipts if you want me to prove it. 2 minutes, go. All right. And while everyone runs to find each other's lost and found items, I want to thank you in the chat and in the Twitch channel for being here and watching. Hunnicut is the troupe you are watching. We do this particular show, which is a game show based on the internet's lesser known holidays, every 2 weeks on Fridays at 8 p.m. right here on CTTV. We would really appreciate it if subscribe to the channel because we got a lot going on. There's comedy almost every day of the week here, a huge variety of things. And subscribing is going to keep you abreast of what is going on. You get a free subscription through Amazon Prime, and we'd also appreciate any follows on social that you want to throw our way at ColdTowne. That's our station ID. We've got 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining for our contestants. After us tonight, we're going to have Cut to Prom, and then later tonight around 9:45, I will be back to play you a few tracks from Austin hip hop in Protesters Playhouse, the Friday night anchor show. We've also got a really fun holiday show coming up on December 18th that you don't want to miss. That weekend is going to be the return of Elvis's Rockin' Nativity right here on Zoom, and I will be returning as host along with Stephanie Thorson for that Friday night. So a lot of good stuff coming up here on CTTV, and contestants, you now have 30 seconds left. Keeping this going. Hey, I see a few of y'all are back. What's up, Julia, Jason?
Oh, what's up?
What up? What up? Adam?
What's up? I'm so glad we coined that phrase tonight.
We did
Welcome
it.
back,
That's
Matt.
ours.
Welcome back, Audra. Julia, I'm just such a fan of your Christmas background. Morgan's got a tree back there too. It's so nice, and I do wish you could pour us all a little bit of that schnapps.
I really, honestly, I wish y'all were here right now for the schnapps.
Oh, I can
Also,
taste it.
fun fact about my lights, they twinkle. I don't know if you can see. They flicker and twinkle.
It's beginning to look a schnapps like Christmas.
Emmy's back. All right. We are all set, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, cool. We're all back. All right. Let's go in reverse alphabetical order this time. Morgan, do you have that key? Were you able to find it?
I found something comparable.
Yeah. No. What'd you get?
So I got a little stocking for you, Audra, and inside it is a screwdriver that you can use to carjack your own car.
Yeah, and break into my house.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And by the way, I should mention, because we started on such a high note here, I want the chat to know, please pay attention because we're going to ask you to vote on who has the best found item. All right, moving backwards. Matt, were you able to find Morgan's bag that almost got her arrested in Paris?
I do. I found the bag. It's right here.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That's
It's right here, and inside, just to prove that it's from Paris, there is a French press. So that is.
That's exactly what I got.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing you packed on your trip to.
You had one French lemon.
It's funny. I have a bag that looks exactly like that one.
You know where I got this one, Adam?
Where?
I found it in a closet of a house that I moved into 10 years ago.
That's someone else's lost item. That means that's actually a lost. Okay. Well, wow. We're getting really meta tonight, y'all.
That's true. That's true. I didn't even think of that. That's
Lisa,
how Morgan's French luggage came in. That's serendipitous.
This is magic. Lisa, were you able to find that charger for Matt?
I sure did. What it is if you do need to charge those Bluetooth dudes, you just shake it up right here and you say, is it charged? Oh, I'm sorry, the charger is broken. It only goes to the tip of the thing.
Okay.
At least,
well,
at least it's blue.
We can work with that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. I'm losing my shit. Okay, Julia, did you find the earring, Julia?
Yes. Hold on. Lisa, there's an earring here. My chandelier. Oh my gosh, look, it's coming to you. And I trust it will frame your face very nicely.
Yes, I will look awesome.
Look at this.
It's exactly right.
I do have the matching one for you.
Oh.
And I feel like green's your color. Oh, and I can't, well, you get it.
Is he smoking a pipe?
Beautiful.
Isn't it cute? So you are welcome. Don't drop them in the toy.
I will try.
Is that his tongue or are they smoking a pipe?
I know. I wish it was it's a tongue.
Oh,
Aw. You know, at least if you drop these guys in the toilet, they're amphibians. They can hop right back out.
Yes, you won't have to stick your little hand in.
A beautiful replacement gift there. Jason, are you gonna keep this train? Are you gonna keep paying it forward by getting Julia her 3 coats?
Yeah, and I found some jackets that I wore in high school and college that I think you would like a whole lot, Julia. This first one is by Heritage 1981 quality goods made in China. It's just like a regular
Classic.
kind of peak coat. It's got buttons on the sides. Pretty classy.
Classic.
Pretty classy. I got a union worker hoodie if I was working in a union on Long Island. Casual. And then we were talking about the iPod earlier, and I used to listen to a lot of like New York hardcore, and this is a band called 25 to Life. The hood is too small though. If you see that the hood, you cannot wear it. It's not
So
properly.
funny. It'll be like this.
You feel like an Among Us character. But you can have this if you like. It's a New York hardcore 25 to Life.
I really love it.
hoodie.
Those jackets are so very Jason. I love them.
Also, Jason, you're the first person to execute the request verbatim by getting, quote, exactly what Julia said, quote, at least 3 coats. So you did it. Emmy, can we keep it going for Jason? Do you have his blue iPod Nano that includes Napster downloaded music?
do I? No, but I have other things like you could get some pretty sweet, old school tech on this Game Boy, and maybe you could put some bootleg games into that bad boy, like Tetris has a pretty mean soundtrack, if you recall. Or if you need just to make your own music, I have this anklet that's also Morocco. Hear that. Just like an iPod Nano.
Thank you.
mean, it's the original iPod Nano.
It's the original.
I
love it.
pad
I
of
love
my
it.
foot. Nope, didn't work. Let's wrap this up with Audra. Were you able to find that second disc of Return of the King?
I wasn't, and I'm sure I had it. Like I had it too, and I just both the discs are gone. So I don't know, but I found something that I felt like was comparable. It's a comic book called Paladin. This is from 1978. And there was a 1978 Lord of the Rings animated film. So we're syncing, up with the time. There's also a Slim Jim ad in here. Says,
Wow.
satisfy your meat tooth.
That's good.
I eat meat, right?
Satisfy your meat tooth.
All right.
How's that not been used again?
Right? Okay, if you are in the chat, if you're watching, we need to know. I'll recap it really quickly for you. Who came out on top here? The person you like the most is going to get 100 points. Second is going to get 50. Third is going to get 25. I'm going to set a timer for, let's say 1 minute, and I'll tally the votes at the end of that minute. So say the name of the person that you think won. You should be able to see people's names. And just to recap it for you, Audra got Emmy a 1978 Paladin fantasy comic. Emmy got Jason a Game Boy to listen to the Tetris soundtrack and or a percussive anklet. Jason got Julia at least 3 coats. Julia got Lisa the exact same earring that she had lost. Lisa got Matt an 8-ball that lets you know if it's charged. Matt got Morgan a bag that's definitely been to France because it had a French press inside. And Morgan got Audra a screwdriver so that she can hotwire her own car. And you have 10 seconds left to vote. I know 1 minute, not 30 seconds. All righty. We're getting close here. All right. Looks like we've got 1 vote. Oh, and there's the timer. Okay. We've got 2 votes for Matt, 1 for Jason, 1 for Julia, 1 for Lisa. Oh, wow. So we're in a dead heat here. Matt is coming out on top with the 100 points. Congrats, Matt, on winning the round.
A landslide of 2.
A landslide of 2, that's right. And then we've got Jason, Julia, and Lisa. So, y'all, what we need to do here, I'm happy with 2 people tying for 3rd, but I need someone to drop a name that is one of those 3 people so that we can see who came in 2nd. Lisa.
Matt.
Oh, that's the same person. Same person. We see you, and we're grateful that you're here. Okay, I mean, you're just Rocco's Vintage Life. Rocco's Vintage Life did a double vote here. Okay, that brings Lisa. Thank you, Rocco, for voting more than once to get us where we needed to be. That brings Lisa to our 2nd place spot. And that means that everyone before y'all started doing bits comes in 3rd. So Jason and Julia both come in 3rd, 25 points each. Cool. Which puts Matt in our lead as we enter our 2nd game. Now, should we jump into our 2nd game here, or is that maybe a time for our intermission? I think
intermission.
2nd game. What's intermission?
Intermission.
Time for intermission, which is a little corner we have for Jason to do a little commercial break for us. Jason.
Cool. Well, thank you all. Well, I'm here on Long Island, and I decided to kind of clean up my old room, and I found some Christmas cards from the 1st grade. And I would like to kind of address these people and read these Christmas cards if I can, because I don't remember getting them cards. And maybe now's the time to wish them a happy holiday. So we'll start off with this one. I'm going to read it off to y'all. May little gifts of love surround you with joy. Merry Christmas. Jack. Now you see Jack left a stamp. He didn't even sign anything. I don't remember who you are, Jack, but if you're out there, if you're listening, Merry Christmas. Let's check out this next one.
That must be very popular.
Jason, wishing you happiness as warm as a heart fire at Christmas from Chris. I knew a lot of Chris's, so I don't know which Chris you are because you didn't leave a last name. So I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas anyway.
Merry Christmas.
And I hope you have a great holiday. I have a few more here. Here's another card. Happy holidays. All right. Jason, and warm wishes for a wonderful new year. Jesse. And Jesse, I'm sorry, I do not remember who you are, but if you're out there watching, have a Merry Christmas. All right, we got a little choo-choo train. Let's see if we got okay, may your holiday be filled with many old-fashioned pleasures. That's a little weird. Have a Merry Christmas. Brian R.
Brian R. never stopped being into old-fashioned pleasures.
I don't know why, but the engineer on that looked like Mr. Slade from South Park, kind of to me.
Brian's a freak.
Let's be real, Brian's a freak.
He likes it the old-fashioned way.
To Joy Soy. This person addressed me as Joy Soy. May your Christmas and all your tomorrows be bright. Love, Jacqueline. And I'll just give you, she's Joy Soy.
Did you say Joy Toy?
Joy the soy boy.
If you can, remember my name and give me a happy old fashioned for like this.
Jason, can you please change your name to Joe Soy permanently, but at least on Zoom?
Oh, cute.
I might. Here's a little cute bear. Let me see who gave us this. To Jason, have a very Merry Christmas. And it's a little Kimberly. I don't remember who you are, but if you're out there, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. All right, we got 2 more left. All right, let's see. All right, dear Jason, may all the special joys of the holiday season be your gifts to this Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas from Heather O. Okay, well, I don't remember who you are, Heather. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays if you're watching. And a last one, we got a dog and a cat. And dear Jason, warmest wishes for your Christmas and the new year from Samantha. I do remember you. Merry Christmas and have a happy new year. So just wanted to go through and give my last happy,
Who is Samantha? Was she your first love?
No, but she lives on this block, so I don't know if she still lives here, but I do remember.
Does she call you Jason or Joe Soy? Joy
Joy
Soy. Joy Soy, the soy boy.
Does she partake in the old-fashioned pleasures?
Like Brian R.
I definitely
Really
smell a Hallmark movie here.
Oh yeah.
We're connected to all these people, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, it's been
Holiday
33
Joy
years.
Soy.
What a wholesome idea that was, Jason. Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing that to the show tonight.
Of course. Happy holidays, everyone in this list. Only this list.
We'd also like to wish all of the people that you just mentioned a very happy Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day. And in the honor of all the cards that were sent to Josoi, we're going to play we're gonna play some more challenges. This time we're moving into trivia. Y'all know how this works. You get 25 points for everything you get right. And here we go. Y'all ready to play some trivia? We're gonna be celebrating Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day. Okay, so no one pretends to be time travelers more than paid actors do. So for this round, we're going to do a movie round, but we're going to switch it up. We're going to do it quotes this time. I'm going to read you a quote from a movie that a time traveler in a movie said. And you're going to tell me what movie it's from. Again, you buzz in. If it's been a few weeks since you played, you buzz in by raising your hand, and I will call on you. Tell me the name of the movie, and you can get a bonus 25 points if you can tell me the name of the character. So I will also say that one of these, well, I'll tell you which one it is. I'll make it easy. We're going to start with an easy one right off the bat. This quote is, "I finally invent something that works." Matt.
Doc Brown.
And the movie.
Back to the Future.
That's 50 points for getting them both. Well done, Matt, starting us off with Back to the Future. Had to do it. Jason, you have a DeLorean in that room, right? I told you it would come back into play. Thanks for being here. Play with your Clint. All right. Second quote here is a longer one. "First of all, Papa Smurf didn't create Smurfette. Gargamel did. She was sent in as Gargamel's evil spy with the intention of destroying the Smurf village, but the overwhelming goodness of the Smurf way of life transformed her."
Fuck, I know this.
Audra.
Hot Tub Time Machine?
I'm sorry, it's not Hot Tub Time Machine. That was a good guess. It's a good guess because it was almost in this trivia round, but it's not one of the answers. But
all right, I just want to throw out we get a hint after 2 failed answers.
Yeah, sure.
And it's a time travel movie? Okay.
It's a time travel movie.
Fuck, I know this.
Lisa?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
I'm sorry, it's not Bill and Ted.
Hint time.
All right. Hint time. I will say that, what's another quote from this movie? Here's a more famous quote from this movie. "Why are you wearing that stupid human suit?"
Oh,
Emmy.
Donnie Darko.
Correct. It is the character and the movie are both Donnie Darko for that one. The Smurf speech is from a scene earlier in the movie. And yes, it's a time travel movie.
I love that movie.
Now, this next one you have the chance to earn up to 100 points on because technically it's in 2 movies said by 2 different characters. So the quote is...
And they both time travel?
They're both time travelers. "Come with me if you want to live." Oh, shit. That was a lot at once. Jason, I think I saw you first.
It was me.
Terminator.
I'm going to need you to tell me that's the movie. That's 25 points.
T2.
T2 is the...
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You got to make your... Hold up. Okay. There was a whole lot that you just threw at me right there. The Terminator as a movie is a correct answer, but it's not a character name. Okay. Terminator 2, you also said. That's also a correct answer. So I'm willing to give you 50 for each of those. Now, you got to tell me the character who said them in each movie.
The T-1000.
I'm sorry, the T-1000 is incorrect. I'm going to give you 50 points for the movies, and we're going to move on to a steal. Well, dang. I know a lot of people had hands up.
Emmy had her hand up before me.
Okay, that's fair. Thanks. We're a fair team. Emmy, who are these characters? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Matt.
So Terminator would be Kyle Reese.
Kyle Reese is the answer from the first one. Correct. Who says it in the second movie? Keep in mind that other people may have known the correct answer but said the incorrect thing. Anyone can throw their hand up for this last one.
I don't remember. I'm passing.
But he's not called the T1000 or the T100.
Ah,
Lisa.
The TI-81.
I'm sorry, that's a great guess. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Now you could have just said, unfortunately, you could have just said the Terminator, and I would have accepted it. But if you wanted to refer to him by his model name, I believe that would have been the T600. However, Jason, well done on naming that it was in both movies. Matt called it with Kyle Reese. Gotta love a full first name, last name character guess. All right, this next one is harder. Country's down the drain because of the special interest. We need somebody in the White House so rich he doesn't have to listen to anybody. I threw this one in for fun. I would have no idea what this is from. Emmy.
is it RoboCop?
It's not RoboCop, but I will say that same title convention, including the same last 3 letters.
It's not RoboCop, but
It's something cop.
Audra.
Time Cop?
Time Cop is correct.
damn it.
And Audra takes home 25 points for that.
Fuck.
All right. This last one here is a little bit of an easier one. But we are in danger of flunking most heinously tomorrow. Emmy.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
And who says it?
Bill.
Oh, that's correct. All right. Emmy takes 50 points. All right. At the end of that trivia round, we have 25 to Audra, 50 to Emmy, 50 to Jason, 50 to Julia, Lisa 0, Morgan 0, and Matt at 75. A well-played round, y'all. All right. Lisa and Morgan, this is your chance. We're going to move on. Bill and Ted was our last duo of time travelers. Now we're going to go where they went. So we're going to go throughout history to the time periods that Bill and Ted traveled to. And I'm going to ask you trivia questions about those. First up is ancient Greece. This philosopher is best known for his teaching style, which consists of an open dialogue between an instructor and class. Emmy.
Socrates.
Socrates is correct for 25 points to Emmy. Now we're going to go ahead and head over to France. Where was Napoleon finally defeated, ending the Napoleonic era in this 1815 battle? Matt.
Battle of Waterloo.
Waterloo is the answer. Nice.
Waterloo.
You know your history. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and move over to, we're going to stay in France. We're going to go a little back in time.
I had the French press. That's where I got the...
Well, maybe you'll have luck on this one, too, because we're staying in the same spot. We're going back in time. And I'm going to ask you, how old was Joan of Arc when she was burned at the stake for heresy? Emmy.
14.
I'm sorry, too young. Morgan, I saw your hand up, but you took it down. You want to chime in?
Yeah, I was going to say 19.
You were correct with 19. Well done, Morgan. Nice steal. Now you can earn another 25 points here if you can tell me, if anyone can tell me, but you get first shot. Who played Joan of Arc in Bill and Ted?
I do not know.
I'm going to tell you she is, Audra?
Jane Weedland.
Jane Weedland from the Go-Go's indeed plays her in the movie. Excellently played. Audra,
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Now we're going to come over to America and go forward in time again to the first president to be assassinated, Lincoln. Now, Lincoln on the campaign trail apparently played an instrument. He would mock how Douglas needed a full brass band, but all he really needed was this instrument that he played, this folksy instrument. Julia.
Violin / fiddle.
I'm sorry, it is not a fiddle. Emmy, would you like to steal?
Harmonica?
It is a harmonica.
What? Wait, is that from the movie or from history?
That is from history.
What?
That is from the history of Abraham Lincoln.
The movie.
He played a lot of Neil Young. He loved Neil Young.
Yeah, he loved him.
He's really ahead of the time back then.
Yeah, really out of his time.
Final question in the category is, Beethoven is, besides being the name of a composer from this movie, he's also the name of a very famous movie dog, whose father in the movie was played by Charles Grodin. Charles Grodin also played an annoyed dad in this dog-named movie starring Martin Short. Audra.
Clifford.
Clifford is the correct answer, and you take it with another 25. That brings us all to 25. All right. Audra brings you to 75. Emmy brings you to 100 for the round. Jason, you're sitting at 50, sitting steady. Julia, you are also sitting steady at 50. Lisa failed to bring up You have a chance to earn a few coming up in a second. 100 points for Matt. I know that I just glitched out for a second because Zoom told me, but I'm gonna go ahead and well,
I am not.
Richard Glickchen.
the thing is,
I love that. Great.
it totally works if I'm not doing math at the same time. Then I do notice. All right. Well, let me suffice to say that in the lead, we have Emmy and Matt with 100 points each. We have 75 Audra coming up in second, and tied for third, we have Jason and Julia with 50 points each. Now, because we're running short on time, and because I had already actually planned to do it this way, only our top 4 contestants are going to be moving forward after this round. However, you get one extra chance to win 100 points, and that is another quick change. Now, you have a time machine. You have 1 minute. Hop in that time machine and grab me someone famous from history and come back with them ready to tell me who you are and answer a question. It's a character challenge. You have 1 minute to become a famous person from history, and go.
All of us?
All of you. Sorry. Yeah, I was unclear about the top 4. We're going to do that after this. You have one final chance before we pick only the top 4 to progress to the final round. I did not explain that well. I said 1 minute, but I'm going to give them 2 minutes. All right. Here we are again. We are coming up on time here. We have about 5 minutes left in the show. So we're probably going to amend the end of this show a little bit. We'll make it fun. Let me catch up on the chat here. Okay. Smurfs live action is a great guess. Flubber, Terminator Salvation, Sarah Connor, that's a good guess. White House Down. Evil Weenie deletes the movie out of their head after they watch it. Channing Tatum, Stephanie Thorson, who is going to be my co-host for our Christmas show coming up here on the 18th, is in 1 week from tonight. Also has a lot of trouble saying Channing Tatum's name. We'll probably put her to the test. Play-Doh was also a very solid guess. Angelina Jolie, I'm dying to know what that was in reference to. And we're hitting a minute.
Play with your Clint. That's a really good name.
That's why I laughed so really hard. Play with your Clint.
Oh, y'all, I had the scores wrong. You know why? Because I wasn't counting in what people earned in the previous round.
Stop the steal. Stop the steal.
You say as that count moves you to 200 points and places you way in the lead of everybody. Matt.
It's all about integrity.
We're only going to count the legal points. Don't worry. Thank you, Rocco. Not my joke. That's Rocco.
We got to match the signatures on those points.
All right, y'all, got 10 seconds, and I gave you an extra minute here without telling you. Well, you probably heard me whisper it to the chat, but 10 seconds until time is really up. Wow. Okay, cool. So this one, we have to move quickly because we're running low on time. This is going to determine the final 2 people who are going to move into our final challenge, okay? So the 2 people who end up with the most points at the end of this, and you can win 100 points, meaning someone does... actually, let's make it 150 for first. 150 for first, 100 for second. That makes the game more interesting. All right, let's go ahead and start with you, Audra. Who are you? And I'm gonna ask you one question each. I'm gonna say, who are you? And all I need you to do, because we're running low on time, is to say something like this. I'm this character name, and I'm here to say this. You're gonna say, I'm blank, and I'm here to say this. And the chat is gonna judge you based on that. You wish you knew. It is not. It is someone who very famously made fun of Hitler. Audra, who are you, and what are you here to say?
I'm Gizmo from Gremlins, and please don't feed me after midnight.
Thank you, Audra.
I'll even put these on too.
Yes.
Oh, I'm the other Gremlins now too. Double Gremlins.
Gizmo.
Oh my God, it's too perfect. All right, I'm gonna ping pong now. Morgan, who are you and what are you here to say?
I'm Jesus, and I'm here to say thank you for celebrating me in a few days.
I love you, Beach Jesus.
I'm going golden.
So welcome. Emmy, who are you and what are you here to say?
I'm Margaret Thatcher and watch The Crown on Netflix now. I'm played by Gillian Anderson from The X-Files.
Thank you. Can we call you Margaret Hatcher?
Yeah, obviously. Obviously, I meant for that. Yes.
Matt, who are you and what are you here to say?
I'm historical figure the Fonz, here to say, hey!
Damn, I didn't realize the stream was gonna get so cool. Jason, who are you and what are you here to say?
I'm Pee Wee Herman, man, and I want to say that Jason was really cool in high school. Yeah.
Oh my God, Jason.
I love that hair.
Your soul patch. Jason, your soul patch.
Matt, who are you and what are you here to say?
That's not me.
I'm sorry. I already got you, Fonz. Lisa, who are you and what are you here to say? I'm laughing too hard.
I am Buddha. We are nothing. We do not exist.
That's an incredibly convincing cosplay, but you might want to get some lotion. Julia, you're taking us home. Who are you and what are you here to say?
I'm Charlie Chaplin, and I'm here to say I'm the father of comedy, and go on to YouTube and watch my movies.
Hell yeah.
Sound on.
Where are my coats?
Hell yeah, sound on. Charlie Chaplin, most of Charlie Chaplin's work is in the public domain. Take Julia's advice and go watch that. It'll change your life. 100% agree. Who wins? Chat, starting now, you have 30 seconds to tell us who your number 1 and number 2 pick are, keeping in mind they're going to be the two who will probably, if the points line up, are going to move on to the final challenge. All right, and we're probably going to be like 2 minutes over, but we're gonna make this tight, y'all. We're gonna make it tight.
Yo, Buddha, you want to get some wine later?
Yeah, hell yeah. You want to smoke some weed, do some shrooms.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
no.
Only if you drink, Jason.
We got
Yeah. High school.
we got a vote for, oh man, Lisa is number 1. Okay, we've got one. Okay, I'm gonna end the votes now, and I'll let the delay happen. Okay, cool. 2 votes for Pee-wee, 2 votes for Jesus.
Thank you.
1 vote for Chaplin, 1 vote for Buddha. Okay.
I got a vote. Someone said Emmy Blonde Jesus.
Emmy
Unless
Blonde
that was
Jesus, I
something
think
else.
they were, wait, Emmy, oh, those are their 2 votes. I'm sorry. Okay.
Ow.
I was going off the,
How dare you?
I know. Okay, so Jesus and Pee-wee, just like things should be, Jesus Christ and Pee-wee Herman are tied for the most popular person.
But Jason, I need that photo.
I'm gonna give them both
need to
150
own it.
points. Y'all
I
are
can give it to you,
both
Emmy.
Y'all are both going to get 150 points because you
Perfect.
both took that spot as far as I'm concerned. Tony G. Wiz, thank you for hopping in there. But I've made the call. I don't want to take it back now. I know the lag. Do appreciate you helping. They are legal points. Don't worry. 150 points to both of you. All right, Morgan, that is a sizable boost for you. These back end ones are crazy. Okay, Lisa, Emmy. Am I missing anyone? Lisa and Emmy both get, oh, and Chaplin. Lisa, Emmy, and Julia both get 100 points. Okay, let me do this real quick. That's easy math. Oh man, this is so close.
Julia, do something.
Okay, all right, y'all. I have the final point totals. Okay, Audra, despite a very strong showing in the trivia round, I'm sorry you are eliminated. It's been awesome having you. We're so sorry. I am also very sad to say, Matt, that even though you wait, that can't possibly be right.
What?
No, hold on. That can't possibly be right. I'm sorry.
I was in first place before.
You're still a contender. Don't worry. Don't worry. I meant to say, I'm sorry, Lisa, you have been eliminated. Matt's hard, y'all. It's a Friday night. Okay. So Lisa and Audra, y'all have been eliminated. And it looks like we've got 2 people at 200. 25 and 2 at 175. Against 3 people to the final round. The people who came up tied for 175, that was Julia and Morgan. Thank you both so much for a wonderful game. Tied in second place is Emmy and Matt with 200 each, and squeaking into the lead with Pee Wee is 225, Jason. So Jason, Emmy, and Matt, we got to make this final round work. But first of all, let's all applaud for our top 3 contestants here, y'all.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
we got to wrap things up real quick. Here's the thing. You each get 30 seconds. Well, you know what? I got to move past that one. It's going to take too long. Instead, I'm going to ask you one final piece of trivia, okay? This is for National Noodle Ring Day. Noodle Ring Day is clearly trying to support SpaghettiOs, but wants to be inclusive of generic. On that note, it's noodle rings, right? Like SpaghettiOs? I think it's SpaghettiOs Day. That's my understanding of it.
Yeah, let's just go from there.
In 2018, as an April Fool's Day prank, Campbell's put out a press release complete with real photos of an engineered pasta announcing they were retiring SpaghettiOs and starting up the famous pasta with this shape instead. First person to buzz in and answer wins the night.
Are we allowed to cheat?
You are not. It is down between Emmy, Jason, and you.
And it was just a shape.
A shape. Jason.
Square, like my
correct
head.
Answer is spaghetti squares. Correct. Jason wins the night, which I think tracks because he came in top with 225. So we love a good champion. Thank you all so much for playing. Your commitment to this, I think, makes my Friday night. Thank you to everybody in the ColdTowne chat for watching along. We're going to go ahead and donate money to the Human Rights Campaign because it was also Human Rights Day earlier this week. And we'll chime in. Normally, we force the winner to pay for that, but I think this week we're all going to chip in because if I do it through work, they match. So thanks for watching. What?
Stop the steal, Bagog.
Thanks, Margaret Hatcher. Y'all, give it up. Coming up next is Cut to Prom, and we're going to cut away from us. Thanks for joining in Hunnicut in Quarantine. Woo!